Thank you.
You, can I continue? Thank you. Thank you, Madam Speaker, for giving me the floor. I just want to remind or can I remove the mic? The mask? Okay. I just want to remind myself and remind my fellow National Assembly members. One of the reasons why the entire Gambia decided to go in for a new constitution. First of all, if I stand here today and hold this constitution, I don't think I'm holding the right constitution, because this has been doctored more than 50 times. So this is not the right constitution. Secondly, Willie West has said it here, that in this constitution, the Gambia was not defined. So there are a lot of salient issues that are not in this. And at the time of when the act was coming to this parliament, I don't think there was anyone here who would have gone against this constitution. Madam Speaker, we are informed, according to the report, that the process they took, that we asked them to do, because the act was approved by us here. So in other words, we asked the CRC to prepare this document. And how did they do it? They informed us that they went according to the act, which was prepared by the executive and sent to us for approval. They informed us that they had 263 focus group discussions all throughout the Gambia, which involves more than almost 8,000 people individually. And a lot of processes that are all mentioned here. Madam Speaker, they also inform us the first 3 months of when they started work, they reviewed the 1965, 1970, and 1979 constitutions. Unfortunately, I would agree with some of my honorable colleagues that I think the Kenyan one should have been included here, so that when you quote from it, it can be valid. But it is not. That's unfortunate. Again, we are being informed that they have consulted, position papers were given to them by 31 NGOs. 23 departments, ministries, and agencies. 8 religious organizations. I don't even know that we had 8 religious organizations in this country.
Okay, you want to Observe.
Yes, I want to make just clarification. I don't know whether you remember. Honorable Speaker, if you look at page 217 of the report, it mentions references. References. Page 217. And if you go to page 219, item 30 and 31, 32, 33, 34, you will see the Ghana Citizenship Act.
With you, can you just refer me to the relevant?
Yeah,
I miss your pages.
Is the report, report of the Constitutional Review Commission.
Okay.
On
the
the
one
draft.
that I have is the, I'm using the gazetted copy, that's
okay, no, not the copy itself, but the report. Yes, the report, page 217, has references. And if you go to page 219, it mentions many constitutions. 30, Ghana Citizenship Act, and 31 is Ghana Constitution. 32, Malawi Citizenship Act. 33, Malawi Constitution. 34, Kenya Constitution. Well, in academia, what you really do is make references. Anytime you have literature review, you will make references so that nobody can allege that you have plagiarized.
Thank you for the rectification. I have not reached to that portion. Maybe that's why I didn't see it. And we are informed that 10 international governmental organizations put in their position papers. 98 individuals, which any one of us could have done. In fact, I want to say this, Madam Speaker, that National Assembly members had the opportunity to have met with CRC on numerous occasions. I stand to be corrected, but I think they had meetings in every district of this country. And some of us here had more than one district in their constituencies. So the opportunity to have met them was numerous, but we did not. The National Assembly was consulted through the right committee, and I think, if I'm right, they sent in their the position paper. Four educational institutions sent in their position papers. 98 individuals. Again, we could have been among, any one of us could have written a position paper, and I'm sure some probably might have done that. And finally, 3 political parties. All this listing was done by Gambians, which really tells us that this constitution was very consultative and participatory. This does not the least mean that I don't also have my objections. Madam Speaker, if I want to enumerate what I also have comments on this, my number one thing would be the citizenship. I agree that Gambians should open up and allow other people to be registered as Gambians. But we are saying, we are not refuting it, but let it be in the right manner. Let it be in the right manner. Go and do the neutralization or whatever in the right manner. That's all. That's all we are asking for. So I think that portion of citizenship should have been more elaborated. That's my feeling. And I think at one time, here we all, it was either at committee level or at the plenary, that we said the president at least should be coming here twice every year. Beginning of the year, to highlight what his government has planned. At the end of the year, to come and tell us what they have achieved, what they have not achieved, why they have not achieved. Humble opinion that where you have term limit for president, for National Assembly, for councillors, the chieftaincy is left wide open. If you elect a 20-year-old as chief, and supposedly he is to live for 100 years, he will be chief for 80 years. And we have seen numerous times where chiefs are not functioning. They are sick in their room, and their kids are running the affairs of the district. We have seen that. So it's my other belief that the chieftaincy and the alcaldicy should also, for democratic purpose, have term limits. And we were all happy that certain appointments should be coming here for vetting. Yes, under normal circumstances, this is what is happening in a lot of countries. But it is my feeling that if the president selects somebody, nominates somebody for the National Assembly to approve, I think the National Assembly should also be consulted when he is being dismissed. Not to take permission from them, but at least give them the reasons why you are dismissing that person. But that is not there. It's also not in the Constitution. And finally, the commission reports. Commissions are, the acts are being approved by this National Assembly. And what normally happens, we have seen just recently when commissions have been summoned and we approve them and we don't even know what the report contains. I think there's a flaw there also. But all this I'm saying are my personal opinions. Is this the opinion outside? Is this the opinion even inside here? I don't think so. Or it may not be. So based on that, I don't think it will be fair for me to stand here to say I'm going against the Constitution because I have my personal objections on certain parts of the Constitution. So I am again advising myself and my fellow NAMs, a lot is at stake. 164 million had been spent to produce this. 164 million. I would have been very happy if they had given that to agriculture so that we buy equipment for the farmers. But no, it had been spent to produce this. $115. No?
1.6.
Okay, let it be 100 million. Let it be 100 million, not 160. Let it be 100 million. I think 100 million plus the time and the energy spent on this. I was thinking, probably if anybody is to object to this, it should be the people themselves. The people who were consulted, the people whose ideas are in this, should be the people who would say, yes, we disagree, because this is not what we had agreed when we came here. So we are rejecting it. That's my humble opinion. Today, after these debates, the onus is left onto us. If this passes, it's the Gambian people that will win. If it fails by us, I think we will not be in the good books of the people. Because, Madam Speaker, these days, a lot has been said. A lot is going on since yesterday, after today, on this Constitution. So there is a definite need for us to rethink. This Constitution, if it comes to, even after the referendum, any portion of it that you don't like, you can bring it back to the National Assembly to change it. It's not a Bible, it's not a Quran that you can say you cannot touch it. So this is why I am appealing to my fellow nouns. Let's reconsider our positions. Yes, there are one or two things that we may have objections on in this Constitution. But we must always remember that it is your personal opinion about it. And your personal opinion, if it does not coincide with what was told to the CRC when they went to the people, I don't think the CRC would do a good job by putting your personal opinion here and leaving out the opinion of the people. So once again, Madam Speaker, I appeal for us to reconsider our positions and pass this Constitution. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member for Ilyasa.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker, for giving me the floor.